Hey there, ladies and gentlemen. What's up? And welcome to this FFT AI battle. Between Melancthon, his team, Melanchthon's Iron Dragons from the last FFT AI tournament, and a newcomer, HHH King, and his team, 4 Horsemen. Yeah, so to introduce the teams, we got Melancthon the Lancer, Panya the Summoner, Chandra the Summoner, and Mrs. Kane the Mime. Yep. And then, for Yugioh District, oh no, excuse me, HH King, my bad. Yugioh District is in the next match. Anyways, HH King, we got Death the Ninja, War the Lancer, Pestilence the Plague, and Famine the Chemist. So for those of you who are not familiar, in the last AI tournament, the whole premise behind Melanchthon's team is to rely on this mime mimicking the summons from these two units that do extreme amounts of damage. I will be giving this to Melancthon because when you look at this ninja, although there's really nothing wrong with him, he could have Hamido instead of counter, which would be which pretty much has 0 disadvantages over counter. This guy didn't have a spear, which I found a little bit odd. I'm pretty sure that was intentional, but I still see no reason since he can't use martial arts. The thing about this ninja right here is he's got bad compatibility with the summoner. So with defensive and bad compatibility, there's a good chance that this ninja is not going to be able to one-shot this summoner right here. Plague has good compat with the mime, so the only thing that's unfortunate though is that mimes, I believe, are immune to all negative stati. So yeah, he really can't take advantage of it. And then this chemist is designed to basically attack with the MA saving half of MP, but I think he'd be better off if he had a yin-yang magic chemist for status, because of the fact that MA save is 35 brave and it's not really offensive oriented. So yeah, if gave him blade grasp and yin-yang magic instead, I think this would be a better type of chemist build, but that's just me. For the map, I haven't even freaking selected it yet. I think we're gonna go to, let's see. Let's go to like a small, medium-sized map, kinda. It's Gogolite Execution Site. The ambush, basically. This is where I got stuck the first time I ever played this game. I just had too shitty of equipment, and I pretty much just got trampled on, yeah. So, a little bit unfortunate that she dodged with like 20-something%, 25, whatever the odds were. And yeah, see that's the thing, no Earth Slash, you're not going to do a whole lot of damage. It's not too good, and remember that mime is positioned to just mimic all the summons. Yeah. Yeah, this is just the summon abuse right here. Don't feel ashamed, HH King. Melanchthon's a veteran of the FFT board, so he knows his shit quite a bit, actually, when it comes to AI tournaments, so don't feel bad. They're kind of getting raffle stomped right now. It doesn't mean you still can't win. I mean, look, you're actually kind of prevailing right now. Your Lancer's kind of soloing it. It's only until this Leviathan hits. No, he's still alive. That's pretty good. And wow, I gotta see. I wonder if you can come back from this. It's definitely possible. Holy shit! Damage split. Wow. So, crit shot right there. Nice mimic. Maybe he can grab the crystal. Oh my god! No way. This is actually kind of exciting. He's kind of coming back from it. Crit shot. What the hell? Summoner's getting back up. I don't know though. It's still too early because that mime. The mimicking from the mime could backfire and, let's say, resurrect that chemist right there. But, don't want to jinx it. Yeah, okay, well, at least the two-handed Lancer is not focusing on, at least he's not focusing on the actual, HH King's Lancer. He's just kind of keeping them down at bay, but it can only last for so long. Maybe the damage splits will help kick in the play. I'm not sure. And eventually that Plague, I think, will get a turn in. Despite all the, like... Yeah, eventually get a turn in, even if he's slower. And there's the Phoenix down backfiring, like I mentioned earlier. He's just keeping that bay. Alright, so I guess they weren't immune to all negative stat. I thought they were for some reason. But I guess they're not. So, oh my god, I think you're gonna be coming back from this. I might have to just bite my own tongue and just zip my lip. Yeah, and he's just gonna keep on going at it. I mean, he's in critical and he can't do anything. I refresh on the don't act. Wow, this... I'm gonna be surprised if he comes back from this. This is kind of cool. Yeah. If he just throws all those negative stat eye around. Yep, death sentence now. So yeah, Mel's Lancer is just caught in this loop and he's just kind of constantly putting them down. It's only until like that Wave Fist will miss or whatever that it won't really mean anything. And wow, this Plague is kind of being a boss right now. Although, I don't know. Oh, Hamido, nice. I don't know. It's a tough call. The Plague is still in play, in a resurrection, yep. Now the Lancer's probably going to take him down, like so. Oh man, that was kind of cool, that little bit of a delay. But I don't think it's going to last much longer. Yeah. But she is kind of getting put down with damage split all the time. There was a little bit of momentum going on there until basically until the Lancer started attacking that Plague again. That's when everything just got screwy. She's dancing for some reason. I guess that will help out in the long run. With defense up and damage split, it's only going to do so much. Oh my god, is he going to go on a res loop? Yes, he is. This is kind of, I don't know, this is kind of being postponed. And wow, a damage split, Jesus. These guys are going in a constant res loop. It's kind of funny. Now keep in mind that Lancer did lose 1 point of speed. So for all you know, and that Lancer gained a point of speed, so but she's gonna get double turned. And look at that, right? Like I said, over time he just got double turned. I don't know how this is gonna play out in all honesty. Oh, this is just kind of funny. This is just so weird. Two-handed Lancers desperately trying to take down HH King's Lancer, but damage split and defense up's kind of being a pain in the ass. And they're going in this constant res loop. Eventually he's going to get enough double turns, Mel's Lancer, to be able to heal her up as well. But that's going to take time. It will happen eventually. Move HP up and speed save, remember that. So with the double turns, that'll give Mel's Lancer even more HP. So this is just kind of, at this point, dragging on. I think we know who's going to win this. So if in the next three moves it's not decided, I'm probably just going to speed up the round because I'm surprised that they're going in this loop. But yep, I'm just going to, you know what? Yeah, I'm just going to wait like a minute or so. I'm just going to wait like a minute, and if it's not over, I'm just going to speed it up because I think it's kind of obvious. Now he's not resurrecting that Plague, and he's just constantly putting this unit down. They're going in this loop, so yeah. You can do that all he wants, but just a simple Phoenix down will bring her back to life. And eventually she will get a turn in. She's healing herself constantly too. Yep, now it's a permanent 3-on-1. And it looks like the Summoner is going to be getting a turn in next round or so. Yeah, there's that double turn like I mentioned. Now she's brought back to life, although she could still get one-shotted because of mid-charging. Yep. Alright, well, I don't really think that there's going to be a lot of progress, so I'm just going to be speeding it up in like just under 10 seconds, because yeah, this is just kind of dragging on right now. Yep. And there we go, yeah, so it just took a couple of speed saves and a couple times for the Lancer to overlap. Yep, I'll see you guys for the next round. And welcome back. So, yeah, that took a little bit of time, but I think this will go a little bit faster if Mel's, if these summoners can just basically destroy right off the bat with Mimic Summons. And they should have an easier time doing that since they're playing keep away from being like 6 or 7 panels away from each other now. And this one is foolishly dancing once again, but you can't really help that. And unfortunately that missed this time. Wow, holy shit, that was a lot of damage. 168. And a mimic here, nice. Alright, so 2 points of speed lost on the chemist. That's going to make her resurrection a little bit more difficult. One shot on him, and nice. Look at the mimic right there. That's pretty good. And this is what I was mentioning earlier too. The chemist really isn't designed to be used in summon magic all that much because of their low MA. And they don't have the multiplicative factors of magic attack up, which gives a 4/3 increase to their MA value in actuality. Mogri, aka Moogle. And she's silenced, so she can't summon it now. Interesting. Yeah, silence. A little bit lucky right there by the plague. Keep in mind that chemist did lose some speed, so as a result, it's going to be a bigger burden for that chemist over time to resurrect and heal his comrades. Just because of the well, I don't really need to explain it. Yeah, he'll lose turns, and that ninja is actually a distance away from his team. That Lancer right there in particular, although he has got damage split and he's got revive, I believe that ninja is not on a parallel panel because revive has 0 vertical tolerance, meaning you have to stand on a panel of the same height. And that ninja right there, I think, is a little bit. I think he's on a different height panel, so he cannot be resurrected. And that one missed right there. So yeah, this one's pretty decisive, even without the mime pretty much being ineffective for a little more than half the round. Although damage split is an excellent use right here, eventually it's not going to trigger. Yeah, I mean eventually those will whittle over time, and keep in mind that Mel's Lancer also has 2 hands, so he can kind of go through that defense up property a little bit and still do some very good damage. Ha! Nice! Mimic jump. Kind of cool. I haven't seen that particular animation in a very long time. Oh, a double... Nice! A double kill from the Lancer, what the... Or I should say from the chemist, what the hell? Using their own skill set against them too, what irony. And it looks like there's a comeback coming along here, what the hell? This is kind of good. This is good. And actually, now that I think about it, that chemist actually had a green beret, so initially that chemist had 9 speed, now they've got 7. It looks like Mel is ironically on the defense. Wow, I thought he had this wrapped up. I'm totally wrong here. What the hell? Until that, like, plague can get resurrected and then throw, like, a petrify in that Lancer, it's still up in the air for Mel because he can still hit really hard. Plus, more importantly, Mel's Lancer does have speed save, so the longer this goes on, the more double turns are going to trigger. Yeah, and it's kind of implied, but because of the fact that the mime is a female, ooh, a little bit of a backfire. Yeah, healing up the ally. Or I should say healing up enemy units. It's kind of a flaw with mime sometimes. Is she gonna punch? Oh wow, she gets paid for. She gets retribution. Oh wow, a double kill. That was a good position right there. That plague has got to get like a petrify in the Lancer in order for HH King to take this, and the CTs have to roll into his favor in order for that to happen. Oh, now 1-on-1, and he's far away from his comrades. Mel's 2 summoners have crystallized, so it's pretty much up to a Lancer mono-e-mono battle for them to duke it out on. It's a better choice that he resurrected the chemist, just because now it can bring all 3 units back to life, and it puts a bigger burden on Mel's Lancer right here. And it dodged too, so yeah. Now it just ultimately comes down to this plague trying to get like some status going. Yeah, and the mime ran away because of the fact that she was in critical. Yep, it is a permanent 3-on-1. So a two-handed speed save Lancer's pretty much just got to solo this in order for him to win. And double turn kicking in, and then yeah, this is kind of close. Holy shit, mano-a-mano Lancer battle. I don't know. This is kind of close. If damage split triggers enough, then he could win this, HH King. But if it doesn't trigger, I think it's going to come down to whose reaction abilities can trigger the most often. And again, there's another example of the double turns just kicking into play over time. So this does kind of look like it's going into Mel's favor. Eventually, like those damage splits or the evasion, like it's going to come into play. And Mel's, remember, he can heal himself more effectively than. Yep, he can heal himself more effectively than HH King's Lancer. And he gets speed save again. He can grab a crystal. Yep. So looks like this is gonna be going the Mel right here because damage split's eventually not gonna trigger, and he's gonna be in position to get killed some shot. So. And another, yeah, look, see, this is what I'm talking about, the double turns. And I know we're kind of going back and forth, that's a little bit interesting. Yeah, 12 speed compared to this Lancer's 7. I think it's kind of apparent. Yep. Eventually that would happen, but yeah. So that was quite the entrance you made, HH King. Even if it was a loss, it was still interesting to watch, and see you last for as long as you did. And yeah, GG to you, as well as Melancthon's FFT AI Tournament 2013 team. Yep.